Welcome to another edition of Yoga. It's a gas. This week we'll be doing some back bending pose. I have two of my friends here with me. We have Carolyn Plummer and Kelly MacFarland. They're both very talented stand-up comedians in the Boston area and nationally. So grab your mats and join us for another edition of Yoga. It's a gas. Welcome back. The first pose we'll do this week is called Sphinx. Sphinx.
Sphinx.
No, Sphinx. One's a yoga pose, and one isn't. Sphinx. It's a modified version of Cobra. So let's begin. We're going to start on our stomachs, as Kelly and Carolyn are. And we're going to take the hands out a little further. There you go. Good. Palms are flat. We're going to bring the elbows in close to the body. There you go. And your feet will be spread about hip width apart. You're going to spread them that far. And your forearms are flat to the floor. We're going to take the legs about hip width apart. The bottoms of the feet are pressing into the floor. So, there's a little more. So with the weight pressing with the small part of your back down towards the floor, the pelvis presses down towards the floor, you're going to bring the head and chest up, bending the back slightly. Good. The head is forward. And we're going to breathe through the nose. So we're going to close the mouth softly, breathing in through the nose. And out through the nose. And from another angle, we can see that the legs are open about hip width apart. And again, we're pressing into the mat with the pelvis, which will help us bring our head and chest up to warm up our spine for our back bending poses. Yes, sometimes it's a good idea to wear a hair tie or a headband.
Excuse me.
It happens. And then you repeat this pose 3 to 5 times. You think you would like to do that?
What?
Repeat
yes.
the Sphinx?
Yep. Let's do it. Let's
All right.
do the sphincter.
Okay, so now on your next exhale, come down to the floor, head and chest. And on your next inhale, come back up. Good. So we're holding again, breathing in and out through the nose.
Yes.
And again, we repeat this pose 3 to 5 times. Our first standing pose we're going to do is called dancer's pose. And it's a combination of a balancing pose and a back bending pose. So Kelly, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Could you turn and face me? First we're going to start with our right leg bent. So you want to take the knee bent and we're going to hold on the outside of the foot. Good. And you can hold my hand for balance. Good. So we want the knees to be even when we start, and press the legs as close together as you can. So we're going to take this opposite arm up now, and you're going to lean out with your fingertips. Just lean out, and as much as you're leaning towards me with the fingertips, you're taking that big toe up to the sky.
A private dancer.
You are. You're my private dancer. Very nice. So your straight leg is your foundation leg. You keep that kneecap lifting to keep the thighs firm. Very nice. Carolyn, you think you might want to try this now?
Nope.
Well, all right. You're my private dancer anyway, Kelly. So,
I'm your pole dancer.
oh no, this is dancer. That's different. But let's come back down. You're going to take the knee down, take the hand down. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, just get right back up and start over again. It happens. Balancing poses are difficult.
Ta-da!
Very nice. So as much as you're leaning forward with the fingertips, you're taking that big toe up. I think that's a different dancer's pose.
I learned this in my pole dancing class.
I don't know what that
Old school.
that is. Wow. You're way more advanced than you let on, Kelly. Wow, you're way more advanced than you let on, Kelly.
Taking it old school.
The next back bending pose we'll do is called camel. Camel. Camel, and that's it. And Carolyn, this is a pretty intense back bending pose, so I'm going to walk you through it. I'm sure you'll do great. You ready to go?
Sure.
Great. Okay, so we're going to start in a kneeling position, and we're going to take the hands and press the palms to the small part of the back. Really get a nice press. Take your pelvis forward. Now with your elbows, you're trying to get the elbows to meet around the back. They're not going to touch, but this is where you're aiming the elbows. And this is going to broaden the chest. And we're going to take the head back. Good, so you're pushing the hips forward and bringing the head back. How does that feel?
It hurts.
A good hurt?
I'll let you know.
I think it looks very lovely. It's a lovely pose. This is like Animal Kingdom Day on yoga. It's a gas. Good. So we're pressing the palms right into the small part of the back, bringing the hips forward, and at the same time we're taking the head back to give us this back bending pose. Very good. Now, in the more advanced form, once you can see halfway down the wall behind you, you can reach for your heels.
Reach for your heels, Carolyn. Reach for your heels.
Carolyn, you can stay with the hands on the buttocks.
Oh.
Good. As a beginner, that's just fine. It's very nice.
Buttocks.
Good. Let's come forward now, bringing the head forward and letting the arms come down your sides and relax. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Yoga It's a Gas. I'd like to thank my guests Carolyn and Kelly. Hi. And I hope you learned some new back bending poses with poses. We had Sphinx.
Sphincter.
Sphinx. We had Dancer.
Private dancer.
And finally we had Camel.
Camel toe.
Camel.
Sucking.
And please remember to end each session with 5 to 7 minutes of Shavasana,
Sunshine.
relaxation Shavasana. And please join us next week for Yoga It's a Gas. Cheese. Close to the body. There you go. And your feet will be spread about hip width apart. You don't have to spread them that far. That's awesome. Why don't you come forward? Forward, yeah?
With what?
Your body, your shoulders, the chest, come forward. So thank you for joining us for another.
That was another great segment, Ellen.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, Carolyn and Kelly are funny, and you're funny. I do all this stuff with comedians, and I'm kind of shy, but I wrote a joke.
Oh, well, let's hear it.
It's kind of a yoga joke.
Okay.
It's kind of edgy, though, I think.
Show me. Tell me. I'll let you know if it's any good.
Because I'm a yogi, I practice celibacy.
Okay.
So I'm good at it. Because I practice.
Awesome, Ellen.
I mean, you think it needs work?
It's got legs. Hey, that's something I've always wondered. You do the yoga stuff. Can you put your legs behind your head?
No. But I could put them behind someone else's head.
Oh. That was a good one, Ellen.
Can't believe I said that.
Yeah, that's a little raw.